Welcome to the final game of the evening, The Sinking City. This is something that I have had my eyes on for, I can't even remember at this point, years and years. Now, I was slightly soured just because another prominent Lovecraft-themed game that I was looking forward to alongside this came out last year, and it was The Call of Cthulhu, and it sucked. So my expectations were a little hampered by that. Hopefully this is much better. I know it has a pretty cool aesthetic, and I hope there's more to it than that. So we're gonna first make sure her stuff is set up properly. The main thing I'm looking for is just subtitles, making sure those are on. Yeah, this is fine. Let's go. Fast travel can be performed between phone booths. Now we're gonna sink a city. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as your request, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. Turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours. A city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I'll meet with you to help you blah, 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 on your own way, blah, blah, on your way. Cordially, Johannes van der Berg. Ammo is scarce, fleeing is often a better option. Good, good, good. Solving a case doesn't guarantee you a huge reward, so stay well supplied by scavenging around the city. Cool. We're starting off with something cool. We're learning he was in the Navy. Okay. Oh, they're not teasing shit. They're just like, hey, this is what's up right now. This is already a million times cooler than Call of Cthulhu. This is so much cooler. Got a first aid kit and a brick. And now a gun. Oh wait, no, that is not the gun button. That's a flashlight? What is my pickup gun? Oh, it's just
Hope I never have to
left
use
click.
it. But something tells me I will.
Research album. Okay, that's the letter we read during the loading screen. Folding camera. How do I interact with you, friend?
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Grommer, the noble troglodyte. Oakmont line. Wow, you haul ass. This is nice. Hello, Habamaster.
Now get out.
Oh, okay.
At last, Mr. Charles.
My God, it's
Reed.
Hugo Strange.
What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg.
He's so
Guess I
cut
didn't
up.
expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Insane. I can't believe you got the voice exactly right.
Call it a personal quirk.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
What about the flood?
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the...
Dragon says, calling it now, Vanderberg worships Hester. I mean, he is dressed all in yellow.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Hey, what about this Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University.
Very
Great
curious about that
ambition
line.
And even greater ego. Do not make him...
About his bloodline? That's uncomfortable.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel.
The Devil's Reef.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
No, I'm judging it by the fact that people chose to name it after the devil.
How do you feel?
That's what I'm judging it for.
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no
Look at
consciousness without
my
pain, Mr.
my
Reed.
boy's eyes.
No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
He's about 2 weeks into a serious bender.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
This is just straight up like old Bethesda shot, reverse shot stuff.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Good night, Rye.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was
Nobody needs an umbrella.
Oh,
It's
before
fine.
you go,
It'll be fine.
how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Everyone has hats. It's fine. That's what clothes are for, to not get rained on your soft skin. Oh, hey. Hey, squid buddy. I like the look of this town right away. Is this marker just indicating like, hey, this is my investigation station? Yeah, that's all that is. And you can haul even more ass. I love to haul all this ass. It's delightful. What are you doing, friend? That's a cool tattoo.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Okay, then. That's what you say. Under the keel bar. Fuck it, I'll go to the bar. I'll just go like a pedestrian. Who? He looked like Worf.
I don't care about your petties.
Uh.
The son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say?
Are you just not gonna comment on this, sir?
We can help each other.
I don't want to know what happened to his son. I want to know what happened to his face.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Oh my god, is this how they're tackling Lovecraft's racism? Okay.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouther-ridden city will do a damn thing.
So they look down on the Innsmouthers?
Let's talk about your dreams.
This is not a Bethesda game, Lord.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Dragon, I think you're misreading this badly. Like, really badly. They said they're tackling this by just being like, fuck it, this dude is part ape and super cool. Do you have anything against ape men? No, that's not what they're doing. That's not what they're doing at all. the ape man is a stand-in for Lovecraft and white people, I think. And the Innsmouthers are the ones they're looking down at. And Shadow over Innsmouth was a big... Shadow over Innsmouth was a big allegory for the dangers of interracial marriage. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on here.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now...
Oh, Innsmouth is gone, but the descendants of Innsmouth are still around. And they're fish people.
Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the Shells. They are everywhere.
So they're
Filthy
just
migrants.
refugees.
Oh, they're not being subtle about this at all.
They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Yeah, they're not being subtle about this at all. I appreciate that they're at least addressing the elephant in the room whenever it comes to adapting any of Lovecraft's work.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
So what about the case?
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat.
Albert is Diddy Kong. Oh no.
To the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
What about the lifeboat?
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
Well, I'll be
As I'm
going then.
enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton. It's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Okay. What about, like, literally everyone else here? You just have a gun. You're just a cop. Oh, no! Okay, good.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Okay. I will. You see my hands right now, huh? Fuck the police.
I've said everything I know.
Oh, good. Good, good, good. I will never get sick of the rainy, dreary fishing hamlet setting in these types of stories. Let's clear the first floor. Then we'll move on to the upstairs.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
You're not wrong. Whoops. Hold on. We have to hold it. There we go.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Good to see the ACABs coming out in chat. Keep them up. Need plenty more. Can I get up here? Oh, I super can. Oh, this is a different route upstairs. Oh, hi.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Let's just climb up on here then.
Short of a full house.
Oh, hi. I'll be right with you. I've just invited myself into your home. Mind's Eye. Well, hold on.
Seems like prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Ooh.
Never
Fancy.
seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Okay, so what was that Q?
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
They don't look too abnormal. It's like detective vision.
Seems like prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Ah. Hmm. I better relook at this.
So that's
No.
what Innsmouther. Seems like prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Draining that blue bar. So I'm gonna exit this. Oof, that's quite an effect. It's making the walls breathe. I didn't fully read about the Mind's Eye. Oh, God.
The poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Yeah, that's clearly fucking me up. Does recharge quickly.
Choo choo. Ahem. Choo choo. Ahem. Choo choo. Ahem.
Ahem.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his...
Okay, hired is a strong word.
Okay. What do you want?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will. Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar.
Well, I get why they're saying Innsmouth like this, because it's Innsmouthers. Innsmouthers, it sounds kind of odd on its own.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsider, show some respect. K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I
Wonder
put
if we'll be
myself
getting
together,
like
he was
RPG
already
skill checks
gone. K, have
for
mercy on his
speech,
soul.
because it's a speech-heavy game. It seems.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, okay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
We're just gonna dangle on that, I guess. Okay.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Eat my ass.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Retrocognition. Okay, I want to read more about Mind's Eye first, and then retrocognition. Use Mind's Eye whenever you see distortion in the corners of the screen. Okay, that's my indication. And hear a ringing sound. It may reveal images of the past, illusions, omens, or tracks that are otherwise invisible. Images of the past have an activation zone. Okay, retrocognition. I'm seeing a bunch of cool words here. Retrocognition allows you to understand events that happened in the past, inspect enough evidence of on the scene, and a vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the critical scenes. Mark the scenes in chronological order to gain new evidence.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Whoa! Hold on, we'll be back for you in a sec.
Choo-choo.
I just had to play with my choo-choo train real quick. I don't know if I just want to step through this or what. I guess this is my retrocognition mode. Yeah.
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
Oh my god, it's Return of the Oprah Din. Sorta.
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
No, not necessarily one.
What's happening?
I just want to see the scene again.
Take this,
Or hear
ape
it.
face. Yeah, run!
Then do we have stuff downstairs to mark? Looks like it's just the 3 upstairs. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then what was this again?
happening?
Oh, Ethan Carter did do this, didn't it?
What?
Yeah, run! Take this. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Mind Palace. Corrupted Mind Palace. Investigation of the main case reveals clues for your Mind Palace. Combine pairs of relevant clues to get, again, this is Obra Dinn stuff, evidence, crucial information for the case. It's added to the case book. Deductions. These explain nuances of the case. They're displayed in the Mind Palace. Some deductions can be interpreted differently. This can lead to different conclusions. Discover all possible conclusions to fully understand the case. It's up to you to know how to solve it. This is already so much more interesting than Call of Cthulhu from last year. Oh, I have to do it from here. Gotcha. Okay, hold on. Oh, shit. Okay, Albert attacked the fishermen. Albert Throgmorton attacked the fishermen at their house as soon as he regained consciousness. When Albert Throgmorton became aggressive, Lewis and Innsmouther fishermen immediately started shooting. The Throgmortons and Innsmouthers are in an ongoing feud. Albert Throgmorton behaved strangely after returning from the sea. He was mad, violent, and spoke gibberish. There were 3 fishermen in the house when Albert woke up, but have only found 2 of them. Albert Throgmorton fled from the fisherman's house after he was wounded. The fisherman suffered a sudden psychotic outbreak after Albert Throgmorton regained consciousness. What about deductions? Combine clues to make deductions. So you can combine them and form different deductions based on how you combine them, I think? Oh. After he regained consciousness. So can we not combine? No, I don't think we can combine those. Shit, that's not what I wanted to do. There were 3 fishermen in the house when Albert woke up, but I've only found 2 of them. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. I don't... Okay, there we go. Spread some sort of psychic influence, which made everyone nearby suffer hysteria. What else can we do? So, they're in an ongoing feud. Fled the house when he was wounded. Became aggressive. There's an anti-Throgmorton sentiment. Albert fled when wounded, attacked a fisherman, 1 fisherman's missing. Well, that's pretty clear. Oh. I can track down Albert. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene After the fight in the house, I can track them using my supernatural sense. Nice. Throgmorton was dangerous. We know that. Oh shit, this is cool. We're filling out the Mind Palace for this case. This is what I wanted. Follow the omens. Mind's Eye can reveal omens to guide your way. Follow them to find new evidence. Oh. Well, I mean, we knew where Throgmorton was.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Is there still stuff left to do?
I've said everything I know.
Yeah, we're gonna keep following this then. Oh, it's a shell casing.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
I know I'm looking for the kid.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Holy hell, this room. Well, this is a lot. Okay. Okay.
There's something in the pocket.
Lewis, please just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping around the port about the port. But don't worry, struck a nice deal with the property and with the proper people, damn, and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest.
And the blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Whomst? Whomst's blood? The blood of Whomst. Whomest. We could just go and do that real quick, but no. We keep following the spooky as shit omens. Looks like I have no more omens to follow. This is okay. Padlocks. Padlocks and weak planks can be broken with a shot or melee attack. Great.
Budge.
I mean, it budged, sir. So if I have a melee weapon, why would I ever waste a bullet? Oh my god, what? Jesus. Okay. Satan? It's got human hands. I really hate that.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Oh, found him. And another one. My God. Ah! To the Mine Palace. It's the wrong way to the Mine Palace. Albert was indeed murdered. None of these go together? Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton rather than just drive him off. Still have some more clues to go through. None of these are connected. There we go. Lewis may be at the bar. I had them in the wrong order the first time I did that. I didn't realize the order mattered. Lewis the Innsmouther that killed Albert Throgmorton may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont Port. Actually, I do want to check one more thing here in the Mine Palace. The deductions? Oh, I can just check what they are again. Casebook. I have no side cases yet, but I didn't actually look at all of that. House Brawl. Can track down Albert. Bloodstained note. Ah. Cool. Well, that's... Ooh, shit. Holy hell. We didn't go upstairs yet, did we? Ah. Well, Mr. Throgmorton, you got some bad news. Can we get back this way? No, we have to go down here. I should probably go and tell him. Your son dead.
I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No. I don't believe it.
I could show you.
No.
Easily.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilled for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
I don't think I should tell him yet. Yeah.
I don't know exactly.
Because this is just going to make him all the more prejudiced.
I need to investigate further.
It's going to make him feel more justified in his racism.
A thorough one. When I find him, I'll tell you.
Fine. No one leaves the port until then. Find me that dirt bag and I'll help you with anything you need.
The compass up top is a bit odd. Because I don't have a key for it. So I don't know what the difference between like a green and a yellow marker is. Hey, it's the bar under the keel. Good night, Art. Have we run into any Innsmouthers yet? Of course we're having squid.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
Seen some shit, man.
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are.
A wild
You're
beast.
lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are K's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
Don't like outsiders. Got it.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah, even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
Robert Throgmorton hired me to investigate his son's disappearance. I found the note about your debt to Lewis near his cold, dead body. It looks like Lewis murdered Robert's kid. You want him to come here and ask instead of me?
What?
Don't what me. At best, you're harboring a criminal. At worst, you're an accessory to murder.
What?
I like this protagonist.
I ain't done nothing.
Tell
He's
that to Mr.
sharp,
Throgmorton.
and he is not a pushover.
No. Throck.
Unlike the main character of Call of Cthulhu, who was a dunce.
Here's the key.
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
You want a drink?
Nope. Who you? I want to see some fish people, damn it. Show me the fish people. You a fish person? No.
Come closer, troubled soul.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Seems a little generic, don't you think?
I see many things, boy, and I will tell you them in detail for a small...
Nah.
Right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer.
Oh, it's entirely on a bartering
After the
system?
flood,
How convenient.
hunters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Okay, let's give her a bullet.
Let's hear what my future holds.
But not in that way.
Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside.
So I'm gonna go to jail.
A metal cage. And tall pillars circled by the dead. A race from one to the next as time itself laughs.
I'll keep this all in mind. But that did make no sense.
I think I'd like my bullet back.
It is what it is. The truth will out soon. Me, I just caught an early glimpse.
Why do I feel like I got scammed?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go upstairs real quick, actually. See if there are fish people up here. Fish person, fish person, fish person, fish people. No, so few Innsmouthers. Wait, that's a cutscene door.
Who are you?
Innsmouther!
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Okay, what happened?
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Okay.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
This is going to be a fun explanation to get.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
He's a refugee from Innsmouth, Lord. That's why he looks like that.
And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder. Always conspiring behind our
Literally
backs.
invoking the high
Always
castle.
setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
So the Throgmortons, I feel like, are probably pretty into eugenics. If I had to guess. I'm guessing the entire Throgmorton lineage has a special set of family heirloom calipers that they probably pass down from person to person.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Want to spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouthers' bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
So I definitely don't want to turn him into Throgmorton, based on this conversation. I don't want to rat him out.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family.
Oh, I can't wait to see what your kids look like.
I won't tell him. Everyone seems to agree there's been an outbreak of madness around these parts. I'm inclined to believe you fell victim to it too. Plus, it seems heartless to tear apart a family after what you've been through already.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Reed. Thank you.
That said, the port's still closed. What will you do?
Hide here, I guess. Don't have a choice. The streets are flooded with police.
I'll make something up to tell Throgmorton. Leave as soon as you can.
Thank you again, sir. I won't forget this.
Hell yeah. That is a good point to end this. Boy, am I interested in more of this. Oh, I'm so interested.